Oh, hi. My name's Chuck Jones. I'm one of the volunteers with the Woodridge Cable TV crew, and I'm here at the Woodridge Library this morning with Jane Malmberg, and she is the head of the children's department here. And we're going to tell you about some of the upcoming events at the Woodridge Library. And with that, Jane?
Thank you. So, well, the first thing I'd really like to talk about a little bit is the summer reading program. We have a really big summer reading program for kids, teens, and adults. It started at the end of May, but you can certainly join still. It goes until the end of July. There are all sorts of prizes you can win, and it's really lots of fun to do. In the kids' room, we have a mission-based program, so kids do some reading, and they also do some extra learning activities with their families, and it's a lot of fun. So I hope people will sign up for summer reading.
What, for you say kids, but is there an age range that defines what a kid is for that program?
Mm-hmm. So in the children's room, we have a program for babies, which would be 0 to 2-year-olds. And then for kids 3 to 12, that's our basic summer reading program. After that, they move on to the teens program and then the adult program.
Got it. Okay.
Yep. All right. So some of the other things that we have going on, we have lots of different events for families and kids and teens and adults. So I'll share a few highlights that are coming up. For the adults, we have a Dominate Your Grill program with a local chef who's going to teach you some recipes for grilling out this summer. That is on June 26th at 7. You do need to register. All the programs that require registration you can do online on the library's events calendar. There's also a planning.
Well, before you go on, so the grilling one, so you mean they're going to be making food on a grill here, or what?
They are. I'm actually going to check my listing a little bit since it's an adult program, and they're going to talk about barbecue myth busting, rub and seasoning blend tips, and some recipes and samples, so they will have some food.
So the food will probably be pre-cooked. They're not going to have a grill inside the library.
I believe that would be true.
Okay, great.
Yep. There also is a Planning Your Genealogy road trip program coming up, and I'm going to check my date on that one.
A road trip? You mean the people will be leaving the library?
Not a library road trip, so to speak. It's more for people who want to be going, and it's June 23rd at 2, and I think it's for people who are doing genealogy and want to find out where they may have relatives, ancestors, sites of historical significance for them, so that then they can plan a road trip to go in.
Oh, I see. So they'll stay here at the library and get all of those locations and then possibly schedule their own road trip.
Correct.
Got it.
Yep. Later on, we are having a bingo party for adults on July 9th at 7 p.m. That will also take registration. We're having some special events for the moon landings, because this is the 50th anniversary of the moon landing this summer. I believe it's July 20th is the exact date. So we are going to have an anniversary and viewing program for all ages on the 17th. We're going to have an astronomer come out, and he's going to talk a little bit about the landing itself and a little bit about space and what's in the sky, and then they're going to go outside with a telescope. And
so these programs we're talking about are mostly on Sunday?
That one is on the 17th of July, so I'm not sure what day that is. I think that's a Monday, actually.
Oh, okay.
And then we also have some things for Shark Week, which is that same week. We'll be having a shark story time in the children's department. We're having, I believe there's a teen shark program, Shark Fest, where they're going to have shark pizza and make shark crafts and do all sorts of things that week. And there'll be all sorts of different sort of drop-in crafty kind of things going on to do with Shark Week.
Is Shark Week, what is there about sharks? I mean, why not Elephant Week?
It is something that Discovery Channel actually started.
Okay, so it's,
Take advantage of it every week, but it's a big thing. I think its origins have something to do with the movie Jaws and interest in sharks and the shark sightings
yeah,
in
that
the
makes
summer,
sense.
so they
So
sort of
it's,
use that as an excuse to educate
yeah.
people.
So do you do this every year, Shark Week, or?
We do stuff for Shark Week, yes.
Oh, okay, very interesting.
Our first time to do a shark story time, so one of our new members of our children's staff is doing that, and that should be exciting. We're having Pokemon Go on July 20th, which we've done in the past, and that's an all-ages event too, so Pokemon lovers from all over come and try to find Pokemon in the library, and it's a lot of fun. We're also having, this is a new one for this summer, we're doing a family fortnight where kids and families will bring in blankets and sheets and all sorts of things, bedspreads into the library. We provide binder clips and clothespins. They can use the furniture and they make a fort to read in.
Oh,
And we'll have a little sort of fake campfire, and we'll sit around the campfire and sing songs and have snacks, and we'll do some readings.
oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a lot of fun. We do movies every week, so starting this Friday for the next 6 weeks, I believe, we will do a movie every week at lunchtime, so kids can come and bring in their lunch and they can sit in the nice air conditioning. This week's movie is the SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
So this movie the movies are for kids like under, what, 7, 8 years old?
No, at pretty much all ages of kids, they would appeal to.
Anybody that would like SpongeBob?
SpongeBob, we're going to do Finding Nemo one week.
So if Grandpa likes SpongeBob, he can come too?
Yes, anybody is welcome. So that will be happening. And we have all sorts of drop-in programs. We have a preschool drop-in on Wednesdays, playtime. It's no registration. It's at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's every other week, I believe. We have baby and toddler drop-ins on Tuesday mornings. So we have a lot of things like that. And then our big program at the end of the summer on July 27th is our end of summer party. We are going to have Ralph Covert, who is a local Chicago-based musician, come and play a concert. And afterwards we'll have shaved ice for everyone, so it should be a lot of fun.
Back on the drop-in, well, the one was the baby drop-in, so I guess you have someone here to watch the babies, so to speak.
So the babies and toddlers come, and we have stations set up that are hands-on sort of learning early literacy activities for them. And 1 or 2 of our staff are in there, and then the parents.
Oh, okay, so the parents are there all the time, okay.
Meaning not registration, not drop off your baby.
And then, so that's for the babies, and then for the next level up,
Yeah, preschoolers on Wednesday morning.
do they come with their parents?
Yes.
Okay, and so they're with their parents for the drop-in. And what activities do you have for them?
We do all sorts of like shape sorting and counting activities. We have puzzles. We have a table where we set up a big bin with rice, and we'll have like cars and trucks and scoopers and all sorts of things. They can play with that.
Kind of educational, fun.
Yes,
Okay.
Lots of fun.
Good.
So those are always very popular. So I think that are probably the main highlights that I have program-wise this summer.
Okay.
There are many, many more. There are tons of events on the online calendar that people can look at, but
Okay, and also they can pick up, a lot of them probably get the library leaves delivered to them.
exactly.
You want to hold that up for a second? And if you don't have one, or if you've lost yours, they usually have copies right at the front desk in the library, and they go through every event, and we haven't mentioned every event, so.
No, there's too many to mention. I would be on here for a very long time. Oh, but the big one, and I apologize, I forgot this one. The big one I wanted to talk about in addition, that's coming up very soon, is our butterfly encounter tent. We have a big flyer for that. So that is Saturday, June 29th. We are going to have a tent full of butterflies. People can come in small numbers and experience butterflies up close. They often will light on you and fly around you. There'll be an educator there to talk about butterflies and the different types of butterflies that she has. We'll also have other activities. We'll have face painting. We'll have some activities upstairs in the kids' room, a scavenger hunt, and some craft.
How big is this tent?
I have not seen it yet, but I believe it's a fair size, and our hope is to have it outside, weather permitting. Otherwise, it'll be in the lobby.
What's to stop a butterfly from escaping?
We will be very careful.
Okay.
Just let a few people in at a time and let people out, so we have to sort of keep it quiet and controlled. But it is here from 10 till 3, so there's 5 hours of.
Oh, okay. Have you done this one before in previous years?
We have not. This is new.
Oh,
We heard about it
that's interesting.
last summer, and then we tried to book her, and she was.
It'll be fun videotaping that one, I guess, if I tried.
Yeah, so that's going to be very exciting. So we're.
Okay, Jane, thank you very much for the information. And as we said, look to your library leaves or go online at the library's website to get what the events and what day and date and time and constraints and all that. Thank you very much.